what's going on? We've got some new conventional loan pricing. There's some changes, some policy changes that went into effect.
It's some changes that went into effect. Very, very controversial, I would say, to be very, blunt here. I think the idea makes sense as a whole, but not the way they did it. Essentially, what we're hearing now and what is coming into play as of May 1st, and in a nutshell, really what it does, it essentially penalizes people with better credit and, larger down payments, and in a sense rewards people maybe with, lower credit scores and, maybe a riskier client, so to speak. It doesn't make sense, but here's what it is. Most people think, well, if you have higher credit scores right now, you pay more. That's not really the case. But what they did was they made the pricing more advantageous if you have a lower credit score. So if, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, say 3 months ago, you're buying a home with a 640 credit score. And let's just say pricing wise, it would cost you 1 point for a certain rate. Now they adjusted it. So now it only costs you a half a point for that same rate. Whereas if you were someone with a 740 credit score, say 2 months ago would pay a quarter point for a rate, now you're paying a full point. So as a whole, you still get better pricing with a higher credit score, but the difference is so slight. It's almost like everyone's being treated equally now. You have a higher credit score, you get almost the same price with someone with a lower credit score. When I say price, I mean, what it costs to obtain that rate, points, or, fees that are attached to that rate, if that makes sense. It does seem contradictory to what we're accustomed to. I mean, at the end of the day, you should be rewarded for your hard work, paying your bills on time, putting money down, larger down payment. Those are all the fundamentals, how this country was founded. And now all of a sudden, oh, well, if, we're trying to help everyone. I get it. You want to help everyone, but maybe you can help the people with lower credit scores, but not penalize the people with higher credit scores. Find other ways to offset this.
Sure. How about educate? How about let's do the basics. Let's go back into the schools and show them how to obtain a home, how to obtain a mortgage, how to do things properly, train our children, educate our children. That's really where it needs to start,
I totally agree. And, something I was just thinking, I'm thinking out loud here, but let's just say hypothetically, you kept, the rates and the fees for the higher credit score borrowers the same. And then for the lower credit score, say, listen, we'll incentivize you here. Let's say, okay, at 640 credit score, this is what you would pay. But if you do X, Y, and Z, let's say first time home buyer course, you show us you can get 6 months reserved. We get creative outside the box. Okay, we'll reduce your fees in half, but you have to do X, Y, and Z to show you're serious about buying a home. And, we can take this, and I think that might be something then versus just giving them a better rate in general, or lesser fees.
Paul, I got to say that's a fantastic idea.